Good morning and welcome. It's Good Morning Anambra Monday episode. My name is Nonya Nwokoye. Today it's Monday, the 16th day of May 2022, and we are so delighted to be alive in the land of the living. All right, hope you had a wonderful weekend, and we are here to do our job as usual. We begin with looking at what the papers are saying on the program, the press review. You're welcome. All right, you're welcome to the press review. On the press review this morning, I have Sir Jerry Obodo to help out. Good morning and good to have you in the studio, Jerry.
Thank you very much for having me in the Anambra. I thank God for being alive for you, and please join us.
All right, to begin with looking at stories making the headlines or trending on ABS website. Now, IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu receives Soludo, condemns killings, violence, sit at home in Anambra and Southeast. Community Secondary School Okuzu Old Boys commence renovation of dilapidated school buildings. 2023 Anambra State President Ohaneze Ndigbo Udodeme urges eligible voters to register and collect their PVCs. Matron Mrs. Okeke advocates nutrition, exercise, hygiene for healthy living. A lot of stories there. Yeah. Which one are you taking?
Good ones, though. Let me start with 2023. Okay, no, 2023 Anambra State President Ohaneze Ndigbo Udodeme urges eligible voters to register, collect PVCs. Okay. Yeah, this is a very, very, vital call from Udodeme. They say that politics is a game of numbers, and before now, why we are not taking serious, I mean the people from the Southeast, is because they regard us as people who are nonchalant in matters of election, because we don't have the voting power. So with voting power, you can change, the events.
Narrative.
Yeah, the narratives. You can determine who, governs you in any strata of, leadership. Because we have the population, the Igbos, go to everywhere in the country. After the indigenous people, the next in population is the Igbos. But what happens? They are nonchalant, in getting their PVCs, which will enable them to enthrone any government in power. I can tell you, even with the presidency matter, if every Igbo man everywhere in the country can secure a PVC, we can change the narrative.
And not just securing the PVC, but also making use of it.
Making use of it, voting on the election day. So I call on now, I join my voice with the mayors to urge our people everywhere in Nigeria to go and get their PVC cards ready for the next election. We can produce the country, the president of this country.
All right, now look at the issue of the visit of the governor to Nnamdi Kanu. It was trending seriously online, and a lot of views, a lot of comments on the platform, or even on governor's page. You see a lot of comments, a lot of views, and people are happy that he had to visit Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, that's another trending one. Is something we and we heard of before now, but for the governor to visit him, he wants to get a first-hand information from him. That's one-on-one discussion with him from the horse's mouth. We know already that IPOB, leader has said that the killings or violent problems in the southeast are not from his men. That people should treat them as criminals and miscreants. But a lot of conflicting stories, and it made some people not to believe. But now that the governor has visited him and heard from him one-on-one from the horse's mouth, that has dealt with that. So I commend the governor for going to see him.
And in so many other quarters, Nigerians are really expecting to hear from him directly.
Yes, but because of his incarceration, or he's being separated from the public, it's not hard. But governor, took the bull by the horn by visiting him. He shows solidarity, and I'm thinking that even this will, make his followers to say, the governor has done well, and let's just, cease fire.
All right, quickly, the first paper for review now, the National Star newspaper. Let's see stories on the National Star. And while you are following us, you can go to our Facebook page to make your comments. You can also call us with the number you will see on the screen to make your own contribution on matters arising this morning. All right, we have police arrest Okada riders who allegedly killed one man over 100 naira in Lagos. We see how human values have been reduced to zero in this country. Now, Muslims who kill Christians over blasphemy won't enter paradise. That's coming from Gumi. Says Prophet Muhammad didn't kill when insulted. We have killings in Southeast, senseless sacrilege, says Nnamdi Kanu. 9 APC presidential aspirants in race for Senate. NFF appoints Jose Pesero, Super Eagles coach. We have blasphemy. Don't send your children to Sokoto schools. Khan warns parents. And we have assassins kill PDP chieftain in Akwa Ibom. NFF, okay, we've seen that story before now. All right, let's look at the banner headline in front of the National Star newspaper, where Gumi is saying that anybody that kills a Christian over blasphemy is not going to enter paradise. So what's your take on that? And actually, the court line that says Prophet Muhammad didn't kill when insulted.
Sheikh Gumi. There's another Gumi that was intermediary between the terrorists and the government. He was negotiating. I don't know if he's the one.
He's one.
he's a different person for different people. Be that as it may, this one he got it. He got this one really. It's not good to kill. God condemns killing of another person. It's God who gives lives, and he is the person who takes life. So, for the wrong notion that if you kill, you go to paradise, Gumi has said it's not so. You go to hell if you kill, people. I'm sure he's referring to the Deborah killing.
All right, quickly, the Daily Sun newspaper is next in our lineup. Let's see stories on the Daily Sun newspapers. Tension, fears in Borno over alleged fresh blasphemy. Security agents on red alert. Northern governors, Sheikh Gumi, condemn Deborah's killing. None of killers will make paradise, says Islamic cleric. Igbo Elders Council opens up on insecurity and power shift. And those fueling ethnic religious war in Southwest will regret it. Coming from Gani Adams. Court suspends sharing of derivation funds to oil-producing states. NDLEA seizes 203,898 tramadol tabs in raids of 4 states. North not ready for power shift to South. Sheikh Husani talking. We don't support zoning, says Northern Group. Justice Mary Odele saved my political career. That's Wike talking. And Oshimbajo Bala Muhammad Saraki, Wu Southeast Jigawa Kogi delegates. Governor Emmanuel denies blocking Atiku from seeing Akwa Ibom delegates. Omar is still in presidential race, not vying for Senate. That's a Ebonyi government talking. And what Wike actually is saying about Odele, I think maybe he spoke during his retirement, because the woman just retired recently.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see a lot of stories in Daily Sun newspapers. Which one are we taking? A lot of stories here. Those feeling ethnic religious war in Southwest regret it. NDL seizes tramadol. Okay, not ready for power shift to South. Sheikh Husani speaking. Let's begin from there.
Okay, what Sheikh Husani is saying is it's not tenable at all. You know, nobody who wants the unity of this country, nobody who, you know, is going for equity, fairness, and justice will take what he said serious. Is fanning the embers of disunity. How can you say they are not having taken, you know, a good number of years as the president of this country? Then the Southwest have taken a number of years, and the South, even the minority, have taken theirs, and the only major tribe in Nigeria that has not taken their own is the Southeast. And now that is the Southeast turn, you begin to shift the goalposts at the middle of the game. You know, it's not totally unacceptable to me and to most of the Nigerians who stand for equity, justice, and fair play. Let me tell you that this country is you know, on the verge of you know, collapse, if I may use that language, because of this kind of statements. You know, the people, stakeholders have mooted the idea of restructuring the country. It was rejected. They have promoted resource control. It's rejected. They've promoted return or implementation of the 2014 confirm, either by incremental implementation or whatever, is rejected. So that means you don't want, you know, the country to be won anymore with that type of thing. Okay, now that you know, a section of the country have not tasted the power since God knows when, and you guys are saying that there's no shift to the South. I mean, it's not
all right, I
unacceptable.
think it's their opinion. Everybody is entitled to his or her own opinion. And let's keep our fingers crossed and watch the drama as they keep unfolding. Now, on the leadership newspaper is next in our lineup. Let's see stories on the leadership newspaper. Amidst defection to NNPP, Kwankwaso visits Shekarau. Kanu sad over killing, sit-at-home order. Kanu sad over killings, sit-at-home order. That's coming from our governor, Chukuma Soludo. Digital currencies, IMF seeks to modernize payment systems. Army bombs Boko Haram commanders' convoy, kills several terrorists. Okay, Boko Haram have a convoy now with command. Okay. All right, we have 4 days after Deborah's mother. Presidential aspirants keep mute, avoid red line in campaign. With riders there, Deborah's mother deeply distressing, Oshimbajo talking. We stand by President's statement, says Amechi Boroface. Northern governors condemn killing, warn against reprisal attacks. Normalcy returns to Sokoto. Catholic diocese count losses. Now, Leadership Awards, recognition of 13 years working in the renewable sector by Synergy. Hackers can unlock, steal your vehicles. NCC alerts Nigerians. Finally, NFF appoints Peseiro as a Super Eagles coach. And we can see pictures in front of the paper. That's one day leadership conference and awards. The stars line up. All right, a lot of stories there. Presidential aspirants keep mute amidst red line. Okay, avoid red line in campaign 4 days after Deborah's killing. And actually, Atiku he made a tweet and later deleted the tweet. So there's this, I don't know, this story making the rounds that the Hausas are not in support because of the tweet he made. Then the Christians are no longer supporting him because of wiping the tweet and denying that he never made it. So a lot of stories, in this nation.
Let me tell you, in politics and campaigning, a lot of things come into play.
All right, let's welcome the person on phone. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Morgan. My name.
Could you please?
I'm calling from Morgan.
Could you please move away from your television set, or you bring the volume down?
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome. Go ahead and talk to us.
Okay, I appreciate the program, and I agree the presenter and the young gentleman there.
Thank you.
I want to speak on the issue of Deborah Yakubu, Samuel Yakubu. The fact that the northern governors condemn the killing, it is good, but it's not enough. There should be a permanent solution to the killing of Christians in this nation. And I think that what are supposed to be done is that the government should come up and bring these killers to book. Let them face the consequences of crimes they have committed. Let them face the law. Let them face the law. And whatever condemnation or judgment that is given to them should be, the media should bring it to the masses so that those who are coming up to do the same will learn from it. It will be a kind of an example to those who want to come up with the same crime, with the same killing, to stop it. There should be a permanent solution to this killing of Christians in this nation. We have had enough of it, and at the end of the day, nothing is done.
All right, thank you very much.
Let there be justice in this nation.
Thank you very much. Could you let us know your name, please?
My name is Pastor Brenda.
Okay,
I'm calling from Oka.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. Okay, according to Pastor, he says something should be done to serve as deterrent for others
really,
coming up with something
really,
like that.
A number of arrests has been made. I think about 3 persons, and that's part of.
All right, let's see who is here.
Okay.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. All right, in case you want to join in the conversation through the phone lines, please make sure you tune down the volume of your TV set, or you move away entirely from where your TV set is so we can get to communicate effectively. Let's move on now. Let's see the Vanguard newspapers. The Vanguard newspapers, the AP's 2023 APC governors, senators draw battle line over Lawan with riders. Intrigues heightened as presidential aspirant sponsors 7 co-contestants. Party concludes screening of governors, senatorial candidates. Unemployment, pension savings withdrawals reverse 4-year trend as withdrawals by sacked workers rise 23.7%. NECA TUC reacts, seek urgent government intervention. Court holds sharing of derivation funds to oil-producing states. Lagos motor park crisis. NURTW orders MC Olomo to vacate office complex. Train attack. Bandits release pregnant woman. 2023. We want Yoruba referendum, not interim government. Group talking. And we also have Deborah. None of my 7 children will go to school again, says mother. Excitement as Emefiele gets Forbes Best of Africa Lifetime Achievement Award. Ukraine-Russia war, presidential power initiative faces new hurdle. Big congratulations to a central bank governor there. Now let's see the banner headline in front of that. Vanguard 2023 APC governor senators draw battle line over Lawan.
I want to plead with you. Let me go back to this.
Okay, the other story you were...
okay, no, sports this time, because we have not, a lot of times we don't speak about. The NFF appoints new coach. You know, there's a lot of inconsistencies in NFF. They had the former German man. He was doing well, you know, galvanizing the players at a time when they needed to take the players to the Cup of Nations. They sacked him. Now, they're involving another coach. Let them give the coach, you know, some time to settle down, handle the boys, take them to World Cup. If they continue changing, you know, it brings up a lot of confusion and problem in the playing pattern. So I wanted to, you know, keep this coach, give him some, you know, at least 4 years contract to groom these boys, and I bet you we can take them to the World Cup. Okay. So that's my take on this NFF matter. Wow. Then on the Deborah's matter, I said a number of arrests had been made. About 3 persons were arrested. And the mother
is saying in this Vanguard newspaper that none of her children will ever go to school again. I don't know.
I think our advisor, that's not the best option. Illiteracy.
I think this is coming from a heartbroken mother, if you ask me.
Yes, you know, she needs some psychological, treatment to get her stabilized. But it's not the best option. Illiteracy is a disease. That's why you have a lot of almajiris in the north who are miscreants, who are involved in this terrorist banditry and all that. So I advise her to please let them still go to school. You know, they may not be in Sokoto. It could be in any other place close to her. And I urge the government to make sure that you know, those guys that have been arrested are given adequate punishment for their crime. And like the caller said, make it public so that people will know, you know, their fate, and they serve as a deterrent. I urge the government of Sokoto State to please take care of the damages in the churches.
All right, and our hearts is still going out to the family, that God will continue to console them. Now, the New Telegraph newspaper is next in our lineup. Let's see stories on the New Telegraph newspaper. Nigerians in the diaspora remits $106.58 billion in 5 years. Let's welcome who is here before we continue. Hello, good morning. Oh, it has caught. All right. Now, Buhari, Electoral Amendment Act 2022. Buhari Malame dragged NAS to Supreme Court, seeks interpretation of Section 84, subsection 12. 2023, Southeast may reconsider existence of Nigerians, Igbo elders talking, says political parties must abide by zoning principles. We have 2023 polls, Deborah, we won't vote Muslim candidates, says PFN, with riders there, vows to mobilize its 65 million members. The church, as Khan calls for nationwide protest May 22, terminate participation in NIREC. Northern Khan urges Christian leaders, condemn Deborah's killing or forget our votes. Yokan tells politicians and a whole lot of other riders there. A law of public notice, public office, Fourth Republic long-term office holders seek further stay in power. A riot insecurity, Arewa group wants primaries postponed, polls staggered. Now in Soludo, Kano against killings, kidnappings in Southeast, says IPOP leader seeks to broadcast peace to his followers. We have 2023 Nigeria burning, needs immediate turnaround, says Hayatuddin. And Naira devaluation to shrink external reserves to $38 billion. That's coming from the central bank governor, Emefiele. All right, a lot of stories in front of the New Telegraph. Let's kick.
Yeah, the 2023 Southeast may reconsider existence as Nigerians, Igbo elders. Like I already pointed out, anybody who wants, the unity of this country, the existence of this country, and anybody who is for equity, fair, and justice should, go for the zoning of this President's Country 23 to the southeast, because amongst the three major ethnic groups, they are the only people that have not tested that seat. And I can tell you that the southeastern has all it takes to, rescue this nation from where it's going. It's going in a very bad state. So we have all it takes to do that.
Okay, let's move on now. The Daily Trust is next in the line of Daily Trust newspaper. Kano APC crisis, Sheikh Rao set to dump ruling party today. Electoral Act, Buhari, AGF head to Supreme Court. And the banner headline in front of that paper, aftermath of resignation, Joshua begins for vacant ministerial positions. Buhari's assurance post lobby in states. Silva yet to resign as petroleum minister aide. President will decide on ministers who made U-turn. That's a spokesman talking. Passengers spend night at airports as fuel shortage bites harder. Now blasphemy can ask members to quit NIREC. Calm returns in Sokoto. KB governorship intrigues as Malame's withdrawal changes equation. Teenagers set ablaze over motorcycle theft in Edo State. Okay, quickly, a lot of stories in front of the Daily Trust newspapers. Aftermath of resignation, Joshua begins for vacant ministerial positions. And the president is going to decide on ministers who made U-turn, according to the paper.
The electoral law on that says a number of days or months or weeks that you have to resign if you have interest to run for any elected
political position.
But some of them wanted to test, this in the court, but the president asked them to resign on or before today. And, a lot of them have resigned. Some have made a U-turn to say want to stay in power in the government of the president. So the onus lies on the president to reconsider those that have made a U-turn, and those who have resigned you wish them well in their future endeavors. That's the way it goes.
Okay, the Punch newspaper now is next in our lineup. The Punch newspaper, 9 banks, non-performing bank loans rise, hits 814 billion naira, reports. Nigeria spends 86% of revenue on debt servicing. South Africa 20%. That's coming from the Minister of Finance. Now on train abduction, negotiation deadlocked, FG6 foreign assistance, no agreement with federal government, strike not ending soon. Hey, ASU, SANU, NASU talking. Okay, gunmen killed 323 security operatives in 2022, says report. MIN Airtel rake in 615 billion naira from calls data in 3 months. That's a lot of money. Blasphemy killing. Our children won't attend school again, said Deborah's parents. Can to petition UN and US. We tried as the government has not contacted us. I went to fetch the corpse myself, father laments. And Northern Khan asked parents to stop sending children to Sokoto schools. Nigeria, not an Islamic country. Gumi wants Muslims against killings. NDLEA busts drug cartel fake employment syndicate. Containers clearing cost jumps by 67%. Vehicle parts prices soar. Amechi Tal and others may resign today. Lassa fever killed 151 in 17 weeks, says NCDC. And the National Assembly transmits amended Electoral Act to Buhari. Lagos to demolish 6 more buildings, continues a crackdown. 4 arrested as Okada riders kill born Lagos engineer over 100 naira. 73% of workers under contributory pension below 40 years. That's PENCOM speaking. Okay.
Let me take on the National Assembly transmits amended electoral act
to the president.
To the president. Yeah, I commend the National Assembly for, doing quickly and working on the amended electoral law and transmitting to the president of Nigeria. And now the ball is in the court of the president. I urge Mr. President to quickly assent to the bill so that the INEC will study it and work with that. Anything short of that will not be accepted. You remember that what made INEC not to work with Electoral Act was because the president refused to sign it, saying that it was close to the election. So please, Mr. President, kindly assent so that they will have enough time to study it and use it to conduct.
All right, quickly, let's look at this issue of universities on strike. Last week there's this rumor here and there that is like they are going to call off the strike. But now, look at the stand of the unions in the universities that no agreement with the federal government, that strike not ending soon. And you can imagine, the situation of Nigerian students as it stands.
It's very heartbreaking, very disgusting, very humiliating to the students and the parents that the end is not in sight. I can tell you that it's highly insensitive on the part of the federal government that this has lingered up till now. One of the the presidential aspirants once said all this, the money collected through the sale of forms and expression of interest should be able to wipe out the problem with the ASU, NASU and all that, SANU. So people have 100 million, and all that, and we can't solve this matter. It's very, very disturbing. Some of our students, idling away, the devils use them as workshop, you know, and it's very, very disgusting. Very.
All right. I think that's the much time could allow us to take. We can go on and on, but time is no longer a friend here. Would like to appreciate you so much, Sir Jerry Obodo, for being a part of the show this morning. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. It's my honor.
This is where we wrap up the press review for this morning. Thank you so much. We have more coming up on Good Morning Anambra. To stay.
Have you ever given